Because a soul is what gives the human life. You see what I'm saying? And this is part 2 because my camera let me know that I exceeded the amount. So this is part 2. I'm going to have to upload 2 parts to this. But this is part 2. So what happens is your soul recognizes that you are dealing with something that doesn't have a soul, but it appears to be real. An illusion. A solid hologram, basically. And I can get more into that, but at another time. That's when you feel isolated. This thing can get scary, man. I've been in situations where I was in a room full of people and it felt like I was in there with mannequins. And then I walked into a shopping mall full of mannequins and I couldn't tell the difference. Literally. Couldn't tell the difference. They talk about making sex dolls. A sex doll. But here's the thing. Sex dolls already exist. They're called an organic portal female. You can program an organic portal female to do what you want her to do. See, you can infiltrate their system. That's why they come around you to try to get a reading on you. Whenever an organic portal is around you, like a lot of times when strangers come around you, they just trying to fill you out. They just trying to get a reading. Because even though they have that purpose to filter who is who, their system is not as sharp as our system. They still have to get a reading. They still have to come close. They still have to fill you out. Our system, it works like that. Their system, we can slip through their system. Just like you can slip through metal detectors, things like that. It's ways around computer security. It's ways around it. You just have to get more sophisticated. This is what you have to do to survive in this world. Because I'm going to tell you what. If you are blatantly out in the open and you just put everything on the line, you better have a plan, a secondary protocol for survival. If you're willing to go all out on a limb, you better have all your cards lined up. Because they will make it very, very hard for you in this world. And y'all already know that. Especially dealing with females. Because that's one of the top reasons why we are here in this world. I was thinking about that today. All the talking that people do during the day, all the lip service and mouth moving, it's millions of conversations that's taking place right now. But when it's all said and done, the main conversation is this right here. We have to keep them slaves. That's the main conversation. Slavery is the main topic in this world. Slavery. Upper class, lower class. That's the main topic in this world. Holding people down. How could it not be? You see it all the time. The universe is a reflection of what's taking place in our society. Nature is a metaphor for what's taking place in these secret boardrooms where they make the plans to control the world. How could it not be? I'm gonna show you. Here's a stick. Here's a stick. Here is a stick. Since y'all still don't want to believe, I'm not saying everybody, I'm about to show you organic portal imprisonment in nature. It fell down. You're not meant, you see, what they call that, gravity. You're not meant to escape this world. How could it not be? Let me give you another example of how could it not be the things that I'm saying. How could it not be true? I'm gonna give you another example. The sensation that you feel in your penis, the sensation that you feel in your clitoris, those nerves, those highly sensitive nerves that are linked to the erotic zone in your brain, they were placed in those reproductive areas for a purpose. Because those same nerves could very well have been designed right here on your knee. Can you rub your knee and get an orgasm? Can you come by just rubbing your knee like this? No. I can do this all day. This is not going to make me nut inside of a girl. I can do this all day. I can rub my knee. That's not going to make me come. You know where your erogenous zone is. It's in between your legs. So it was placed there and made highly sensitive in that area for a reason. See, let me explain it even more. It wasn't just placed just for a good feeling sensation. Like I'm rubbing my leg, rubbing my leg, rubbing my leg. It's no need for me to get an orgasm just by rubbing my leg randomly. I'm having an orgasm. Oh, no, it's not made like that. That wouldn't serve their purpose. So they put the greatest joy inside of your genitals where your sperm is produced. That's the whole thing why we have sex in the first place. Sex is not for enjoyment. Sex is for procreation. When you having sex, you lose your mind. You black out when you having an orgasm. Only thing you can think about is pleasure. Anybody that's only focused on pleasure is a fool. So when you having sex, you are a fool at that moment. That's why they say fools fall in love. Love is just a pleasure. And pleasures are leisure. At your leisure and for just a leisure time only. Pleasure, leisure. You see? Pleasure, leisure, and leash. You want a leash because you are attached to that love through sex. That the greatest feeling that a human can feel in his body. Well, I heard yesterday that they said heroin, this kind of side note, they said heroin, and I never did heroin, but they said that it's 10 times stronger than an orgasm. They said it feels like an orgasm, but 10 times the strength of an orgasm. Now, some of you probably did heroin before. If you want to, you can write about it in the comments section. But that's personal, and I'm not making no personal, attack on nobody. And if you did heroin before, that's on you. If you want to share it, if you overcame drug addiction, let us know, because that's a testimony. And I consider this channel as a ministry and a ministry basically. So that's a testimony. And our testimonies that we give is breaking free from this organic portal realm. Okay? So that's basically what we call salvation. We turn from this world, we drop this world, we take off the shackles of this world, You see, we put on the mind of the Most High. You see, and we move forward. We don't let this world control us and dictate us. So if you want to give a testimony about what you used to be involved in, let us know. Hit us up in the comment section. This is the time to do that. This is how we get to know each other on this platform. Okay? Now, through that sex, it keeps you coming back. It's a drug. The erotic feeling. The erotic feeling is a setup. The hole. It's a hole. The hole. You enter that hole and you come down that chute. And you come out on the other end in this world. This is the continual cycle. Everything revolves around holes in this world. Everything you hear, everything imprisoned inside of us. But here's the other thing. We have a consciousness that's void of this world. We don't remember per se that true consciousness that we had, but sometimes I wonder, what was that pure consciousness like? Because the consciousness that we have now, in a way, you can say it's an artificial consciousness. Would you agree? Let me know if you would agree in the comment section. And the reason why I say this is because everything we look at is limited by our eyes only being able to pick up the visible light spectrum. But we know through science there are other fields of light. Our ears are only able to pick up certain pitches of noise. So really, we're not even getting the entire scope of everything around us, you see. And you know, sometimes I say, like when my eyes are closed, right, I'm looking at the program in my mind. Like when you close your eyes, the first few seconds when you close your eyes, it's like, you know how film in a developing room, it's like you take a snapshot. Do this. Close your eyes and you're going to see what I'm speaking about. I don't know what's in everybody's mind, but I know in my mind, like I'm doing it right now. I'm looking at that tree in front of me. If I close my eyes, for a few moments, I still see that tree in front of me. So basically what happened is I took a snapshot of the tree and it went into my memory, you see? So what I'm saying is, this world is an illusion, right? And what if everything that we are watching, I'm saying it's a holographic illusion, a solid holographic illusion. Because I don't want to get too deep. I'm going to say that for another. I'm about to go into my new, I'm going to just say it's a theory. I have a new theory that I'm going to speak about, and it's called holes don't exist. But I didn't want to get too deep for the sake of the length of the video. But I'm going to just leave it at that, at that point. I'll do that on another video. I was about to go into that solid hologram thing, but I'm gonna save it for another video. Now, what I'm saying is, sometimes I wonder, just to cut that short, sometimes I wonder what that pure consciousness was like. Like when you was in your mother's womb with your eyes closed, before you saw anything that imprinted a false reality on your pure consciousness. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, like a blank sheet of paper, never exposed to light, and then like a film basically, like camera film. It's exposed to light, the flash, and then the flash goes on. It's imprinted to Film is black, so the darkness. So it's imprinted, just like your mind is black, it's imprinted upon your mind. So it's creating something that wasn't there before. So what I'm saying is, I wonder what that pure consciousness was before sounds was put into our consciousness. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, let me see what y'all think about that in the comment section. Like, what do you think that pure consciousness was like before the artificial realm, the organic portal realm? Like, the memories that we have, you got to say to yourself, what do these memories really mean if they don't go back to the time before the great falling away? You get what I'm saying? Like, how can they have any essence to it or purpose if they don't go back to that pure essence state? You feel what I'm saying? Like, all of this really, it don't mean nothing, because it has no bearing on pure existence. You get what I'm saying? That makes sense to me. Like, this don't have no bearing on pure existence. So how can this mean anything? And that's what this channel is about. Like, that's why, did you see the last red light edition that I did? Go watch that to further understand what I'm saying right now, what I'm explaining right now. It'll give you more backing to what I'm saying right now about, what was the title of that red light edition? People fearing death. The only video I got that have death in the title. That's the one. So watch that red light edition. And when I was speaking about the great falling away, you need to go back and watch that great falling away red light edition that I did, and that'll, you know, bring the two concepts in unison. Now, that's just food for thought. I was just thinking, you know. But this is what this channel is about. Like, all of this other stuff is really, we're going to say, meaningless, because it has no bearing on the quintessence of before the great falling away. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, our only directive is to not get attached to the things that came after the great falling away. Because when we do that, we are aiding and assisting the false realm. Okay? So going back to the top of the video in part 1, how could it not be? How could it not be? Since I broke down gravity, the sexual sensation situated in that area around the genitals, how could it not be? I don't see how at this point anybody could be in any doubt about everything that I say on this channel. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. Shit, a blind man can see it. A blind man can see it. Like, I'm gonna give you another example. Boy, I'm really enjoying this video today. I'm gonna give you another example. Like I said, everything lives inside of us. Ponder upon this. Have you ever wondered, when I dream at night, when you dream at night, you have a world inside of you. You're laying there on the bed, but you walking around in your dream, but your body is laying on the bed. Maybe that went over somebody's head. I'm gonna say it again. When you have dreams, you may be dreaming about your own self. You walking around in your dream, interacting with people, and you wake up from the dream, remembering your dream. Your dream was you. The other people in your dream was you. It was all you. All the while, it's been you. That's why I say to myself, when I close my eyes, the world shut down with me. So in essence, I alone exist. And anything that's on this true frequency is my ally. but it's still me. It's one and the same. And that's why we say Jaguar family. We don't know each other from Adam. But that knowing each other from this illusion world stuff, that don't matter anyway. We can always switch a job. People be like, oh, I want to get to know you. How I'm going to get to know you? Oh, this is what girls say a lot. Oh, I don't know nothing about you. Like, I know you. I know your vibe. I know the quintessence of you. They talking about that trivial stuff. Oh, what kind of job you work? That's how organic portals define getting to know somebody. Oh, what's your favorite food? That's not my definition of getting to know someone. We on a higher plateau than that. Or at least we should be. You see what I'm saying? So, what I'm getting at is, we know each other on this channel. I almost forgot my thought, y'all. I had to catch myself. What I'm getting at is, we know each other on a higher realm. And on this channel, we don't know each other from nowhere, but we know each other through what's the word I want to use? Through our common soul of appreciating this type of information. Like, that's why I say that, like, I'm familiar with a lot of people who comment. I'm familiar with you where it counts. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know you. You don't know me, but I know you where it counts. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I can say, that's why I'll be speaking to people. I'll be like, yo, what's up, my man? What's up, fam? How you doing? Because I'm saying that because you my family in spirit. That's where it matters at anyway. You my family where it counts. Like, I might meet one of you in person, and you might, like, when we do the conference or whatever, because it's going to take place, anything can happen. We might have a disagreement or something, but where it counts is where it counts. You see what I'm saying? And that's how I keep peace with people. That's why I don't argue with people in the comment section. There's been a few times that I've had disagreements with people. They probably expressed how they felt. It's fine. I would never want nobody to always comment. Hey, one person commented one time about, they said, left side, if you want this to happen, you got to be more active on your Instagram or something like that. I couldn't argue with that person. I was like, you know what, man? You right. Sometimes people give me channel recommendations, and I can't argue with them because they was right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, everything we are saying in this world, even in our positive field, what did I say? I said we are still organic portals, but on the other side of the coin. So we filter each other by challenging our information to make us better, not for argument, not like how the organic portals do it. They filter us to see if we are acceptable in that world, and if we not, then they going to ostracize us. How we do it, we filter each other like challenging the concepts. You might say, I agree with you on this point, but have you pondered upon this, left side? What if this? Have you looked at it this way? You know, have you looked at it? As a matter of fact, I was in a conversation with somebody in the comment section the other day, and they was very respectful. I don't remember the person's name. You might be listening to me right now and recognize I'm speaking about you. If so, just say, am I the one you were speaking about? But they was telling me something about you can't be so quick to judge people and the organic portals and this and the other. And I respected the way they presented their information. They didn't come across like arrogant. They came across genuine, and I responded to them in a genuine manner. That's what I mean. That's what you call iron sharpening iron. That's how we process each other. But when we process each other, we are processing each other to make each other better. It's like we sparring with each other to make each other stronger. You see what I'm saying? Even I can be challenged by a subscriber. I don't mind. As long as it's legitimate and as long as it's respectful, I don't mind. A lot of times women will challenge me. I had a woman today. I haven't responded to her comment yet. It's a lot of comments. The last 2 days I haven't been able to get to the comments. I've been reading them, but I read one lady's comment. I'm gonna get to it, and she was saying something. And a lot of times these females will respond, and more so than the men, because one thing about the men are less imprisoned in this world than females. And I know that might go over the head. A lot of females, you might not agree. The reason why I don't have so many complaints from men is because men get it. Men get it. Because we the ones that go through this. We the ones that go through the hazing more so than females. Because females do the selecting. And, you know, this is a feminist world now. So the women who hear things like said about females, they usually take offense to it. I don't know if that's the word to use, but sometimes they don't. You know, women not going to always understand it like a man will, you see. But I understand as well why that is. Because, like I said, most of the organic portals are females. And that's just truth. Now, you do have women that have more connection to their logic than some females do. But females, they created in a portal. You know, they are a portal. They the walls and the entry into this realm. So they not going to be able to, and how a female's brain is wired differently than a man as well. Men, we are logical by nature. A female is, because she had, but that's another video. I'm gonna do that video on another day. Y'all remind me of those 2 videos that I said I'm going to do. I'm gonna see who remembers, because sometimes I don't remember when I'm making these videos. But don't forget to remind me in the comment section, because I really have to touch on those 2 topics. Because like I said, truth is universal. It doesn't have a gender to it. A woman can not accept the truth all she wants, but she still have to live in the truth. You know, a man may not want to accept the truth, but he still have to live in the truth. You know, one day this false realm, this organic portal realm, is going to just not be. It's going to be destroyed. And the only thing that's going to be left is the truth. When all else fails, truth prevails. So, you know, this video is longer than I expected, but I really wanted to go in today. I really wanted to dig in deep. Being that it was the last day of summer, I really wanted to give it my all today. Well, not my all, but, you know, I'm saving a lot for the book that I'm doing. So, I think I'm going to stop this video right here. You know, y'all just let me know what you felt. Hey, be honest. Be straightforward. Leave it in the comment section. Also, add us on Instagram. You can leave me inboxes. This is not the official 1K celebration that's coming. I said I'm going to do it. I'm gonna go out to eat and do it, and I'll have like the live stream on. Man, forget it. I'm gonna just go ahead and do that Instagram live stream for the 1K celebration, whether we got 200 or not, because it's taking too long, man. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. So the next video I do will be that Instagram live stream. I'm gonna be out to eat. It's gonna be in, you know, celebration, the official celebration for the 1K, and that's what we're going to do. Leave the comments in the comments section. Add us on the channel. Hey, recruit friends to come to the channel. Let's see if we can get to 2,000 by the end of the year. I know we can do it, because the last channel we was like at 6.5 thousand. I was like pulling it in, like we was just making some noise last channel. So we on a rebound. They thought we was going to quit. They thought they was going to stomp us out, but they couldn't do it. We still here. It seemed like we got stronger, man. I also noticed that it seemed like more females came aboard this time around. For some reason, it's like females stuck around. Like some females, And I'll be saying things and I'll be like, I know this gonna piss them off right here. I'll be like, I don't even care, and I'll still see the same females commenting. I'll be like, wow, that didn't run them away yet. But yeah, I'm about to end this. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out. Peace.